reported via LifeStar to Rhode Island Hospital for life-threatening injuries. The operator of the tractor-trailer unit was identified as 26-year-old Chad Daniels of Uncasville, who declined medical treatment. The Connecticut State Police Collision Analysis and Reconstruction Squad, otherwise known as CARS, were requested to the scene to assist. The crash remains under investigation by Plainfield Police. Anyone with information pertaining to this investigation, they're asked to call the Plainfield Police at 860-564-0804. On April 10th at about 6:30 p.m., Plainfield Police was dispatched to an address in Central Village for a reported domestic dispute between a boyfriend and a girlfriend. During the investigation, it was determined that 32-year-old Heather Poplaski of that same address was in possession of a large kitchen knife during the argument, threatening to cut herself to make it look like the victim had done it. Poplaski had stepped towards the victim with the knife in her hand. Poplaski was taken into custody and later processed and charged with disorderly conduct and reckless endangerment second degree. Poplaski was ultimately released on bond, and she was then transported to a nearby hospital for an emergency evaluation. She was later issued a summons by the Putnam Police Department for an incident involving the hospital staff at Day Kimball. On April 11th, once Poplaski was released from the hospital, she returned to the residence even after being advised there was a conditions of release in place, preventing her from returning to that residence. Poplaski was again arrested by Plainfield Police and charged with multiple counts, including violation of conditions of release and possession of a dangerous weapon. Poplaski was held on a $25,000 bond pending her arraignment on April 12th. While being held, Poplaski decided to flood the holding cell she was in by placing a roll of toilet paper and trash inside the toilet. Poplaski had other charges added on to the ones she already had, and they upped her bond another $5,000. Governor Lamont has announced that his administration has announced a new state program aimed at engaging with K through 12 students who have struggled with absenteeism and disengagement during the 2020-2021 school year as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The initiative, known as the Learner Engagement and Attendance Program, or LEAP for short, will include a partnership between the Connecticut State Department of Education and the 6 state regional education service centers that will target 15 school districts throughout Connecticut. Funds will go to increasing people power who will be deployed to homes to directly engage with families and, of course, students to provide support. Connecticut's regional education service centers will coordinate this work with school district officials, local community organizations, and other state providers, and will be deployed to homes to engage with families and provide support. The initiative will be funded with $10.7 million of Connecticut's federal COVID-19 recovery funding provided through the governor's Education Emergency Relief Fund. High school baseball is back on SNSN today as Griswold takes on Lyman Memorial live from Griswold High School. That game will start at 4 p.m.
The 9 a.m. report on SNSN has been brought to you by Charlene's Diner, 37 Main Street, Jewett City. Family owned for almost 40 years. Order what you want, eat what you get. That's Charlene's Diner.
This is your local weather forecast on SNSN. We can expect a very nice day in the borough of Jewett City today and eastern Connecticut with partly sunny skies and temperatures reaching about 61 degrees. For tonight, some clouds roll into the area, but nothing coming along with it. Temps dropping down to about 41 degrees tonight and partly sunny skies once again on Wednesday. Temperatures once again reaching about 62 degrees.
The season brought to you with
REO Speedwagon. Pat Benatar. Metallica. Streaming live.
SNSN.
And good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, and you know what that means. And if you don't, well, then, damn it, you should. I'm waiting for Lisa to turn the volume down on her phone.
God.
Yahoo!
It's Psychic Tuesday. Yes, once again, as we do every single Tuesday from 9 to 10 o'clock, where we have the vacationing Lisa Susie.
Yep, I'm on vacation right
Lisa
now.
really is here. She's a hologram. She's really in Virginia somewhere.
3D.
Huh?
3D.
Yeah.
And Tina is here. Well, because Tina's here.
Yeah. Just
I
Um,
told you I'm like the one and only that's consistent. So
Well, the only reason why Tina hasn't been here is because she has been ill.
a little
Come on
bit,
now.
little bit.
A little bit.
It's all right. Well,
there's other issues too. So.
we're gonna do some
We can't talk
midget-
about her just
midget
being
wrestling.
a nutcase, but I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
hey.
that's,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
different thing
You know how that goes.
altogether.
No, sometimes you just don't feel like doing anything.
I
So.
didn't- I don't think I didn't even know that your sister, that I knew your sister.
Yeah, I know. I remember you saying that the other
Oh,
day.
I did talk to you
Yeah,
about that?
yeah.
All right. I didn't even know that I knew, that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a small world, definitely. I mean, she is now cancer free,
Good for her.
so
Yeah.
I'm psyched about that.
Yeah. She told me
Definitely.
about that about 3 months ago. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I would see her all the time, for Trivia Tuesday, Tuesday, man, everything happens on Tuesday.
hmm
At a restaurant that we would go to, and she would be there with her friends and stuff. And
yeah, that was trivia, like
Yeah.
the trivia night. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And next thing I know, she tells me, I'm like, oh, I never would have known.
yeah.
I never would have known. But I'm glad she's okay. Glad
Yeah,
she's good.
she's made it through, which is awesome.
She's made it through.
Cancer's
the
like no
rain.
joke.
No,
No, of course not.
They need to I don't know. If they got cures for all this other shit, then well, we all know why. It's all about making money. So
All right, so we got a bunch of people already in there already. We have Daryl, of course, being a smartass, says, "Oh, hey, I said good morning, but you knew that already."
yeah. Hey, I can't knock Daryl. He resurrected my computer, my laptop. So
Well, it's always better to be a smartass than a dumbass. So
That's
that's
true,
all I
that's
got to
true.
say about that.
he did definitely resurrect that thing.
From the Healthy Computer,
Yes.
School Street, Jewett City. He has helped me out many times too. He was on the phone with me one time for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Just
until
He's
yeah.
really good at what he does. Although, I did ask him how old my computer would be in my laptop in human years, and he said it would be eligible to be the first person in line to get the COVID vaccine.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So I was
There
like,
you go.
yes. I said, so that she was what, 100? How old was that lady? The first one to get it? Was she 100
I don't know.
and something? So.
Yeah. I
In
don't-
England or something? Or-
Yeah, she was 100 and something years old. So I guess that's how old my laptop is.
So good morning to Amanda.
Good morning, Amanda.
Linda.
Linda.
And I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Saurav. I'm gonna say Sourav, last name Gupta. I'm assuming he's one of our fine folks from India that have been joining us lately.
yeah, awesome.
And of course, well, Daryl.
Daryl and his other brother, Daryl.
yeah.
And his other brother there.
Yeah. So, okay, Saurav, I did say that right. Okay, very good.
Chrissy texted me and told me I had to stop being mean to you. I said, I'm not being mean to Tina. She deserves it.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Out of nowhere.
So she
out of nowhere.
she says, "No, I'm not mean," but then again, I am mean. So
Yes. Yes.
I'm not being mean. I'm just being what's the word?
realistic, truthful,
Yeah,
honest.
truthful. Yeah.
All right, so I want to ask you guys. Now, this is something every so often. Me and my friend Lisa, we talk about the Deadpool. Celebrities that are passing away.
Mhm.
So we've had Prince Philip.
Yep.
Who,
DMX.
DMX. He made me lose my mind up in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Overdose for
but
him.
who's number 3? These always come in
Come in
three.
threes. Yeah, they do.
I'm going Bob Barker.
Do you think so?
He's 140 for Christ's sakes. I mean, what do you think? Jesus.
He's
I don't
had a
know.
rich, full life, definitely.
No,
But I
he's-
don't know if it's going to be someone that's that old.
He's 97 years old, and there are a lot of pets that have been spayed and neutered that are pissed and want him gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you took
I
my
don't
life,
think I
Bob.
don't think
I
it's
know.
gonna be an age thing though with the next celebrity. I don't feel it's gonna be an age thing with the next celebrity.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm gonna call it. And if I had to say, I'm gonna shoot for 45-ish.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
Yep.
I say
Ooh.
35.
Whoa. 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 That's.
So you gotta make sure our listeners write this down to see.
I will remember it. And plus, it is on tape too. So.
Yep.
So between the ages of 35 and 45 is going to be the next celebrity that's going to go paws up, is what
Yep.
you're saying.
Yes, I don't think it's gonna be like age related at all either.
Okay.
And
then, of course, there's one who shall not be named. Do you know? Do you
Mm-mm.
think
one that shall not be named.
she shall not be named? Because if you put it out there, then it's going to happen. She's an American icon. I can't say it right now.
Okay.
I can't, because if I did, and please nobody type it in the room if you know who it is, because then that'll put it out to the universe. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
then
don't we
make it
don't
happen,
want
yeah.
that. No.
You're
will
sitting
tell
there
you
saying Bob Barker needs to go.
Yeah.
oh, well,
Maybe he's like got Queen of England blood in him, because she never ages.
Oh my God! You don't. I said don't type it in the room, and you do it anyway.
Well, see.
Mhm.
Oh, that was Christy too.
Oh, actually, I don't see it.
I was gonna say, and this girl is golden.
Well, we all know it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
weren't speaking it.
Well, of course now,
You gotta love my daughter.
Oh.
She speaks the truth too.
Christy, if she goes, it's on your head. It's on your head. Okay. Okay. All right.
It's all good. So let's get on to more
Whatever.
brightful things.
All right. Sarav, who is in India, he asks if he could have a reading, please. Sarav, do you have any kind of question that you want to ask the ladies this morning? Or
Why can't I see comments?
I don't know.
I'm late.
Christy said it's too far. She already did it. She typed it before. I even said
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
she
she's
already
a quick.
did it.
She's a quick
Yeah,
typer.
but not only that, but it's also it's a 7-second delay from what they hear.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. To what they write. Oh, I see.
More like a 5-second delay, but it's there.
Yeah.
So Sarav is saying, "May I have a reading, please?" It's he didn't ask any particular question. It's pretty much just general. So I don't know if you have anything on that.
Go for it, woman.
What do you
Well,
think?
I'm sure he's looking for.
Well, I still need
Yeah, we
somewhat
still
of a
need
question,
some-
honey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's. gonna
Give us a
be
call,
like
folks. 860 number of the phones are wide open. 860-591-1054. That is the number to call to talk to either Tina or Lisa. Lisa, of course, is a psychic medium. Did I say that right?
Yeah, well, I just.
I know. I mess it up
medium.
every week. What
yeah,
what
I
is
just
it?
like medium
She's a medium. Okay. And
because I don't believe anybody can predict someone else's future because we're all in charge of our own free will.
okay, Amy, I'm going to address this. Can we ask questions on Facebook? Yes, you can ask questions on Facebook, Amy. But Lisa, I'm going to have you guys describe what the difference is and the quality difference between calling and just typing it in the room.
Well,
Because you could
basically,
get
so
cross energy
yeah,
too, couldn't you?
if we're just
Yeah.
opening ourselves up to energy, we don't never know who we're gonna get in. So you could type a question, and we can have like Mary's Uncle Joe sitting here for me anyway, and he's coming in. He's like, "Oh yeah, she's open, so I want to get a message to Mary, but it's not directed to you." Where it's a lot easier for us to pinpoint the energy around you if you call.
Plus, if there's any messages, and the same with tarot, it's a direct answer to your question, and to have the feedback to see if we're on the same page
Mhm.
with information. It's easier to have somebody right there to ask for validation or what's
It's just a
happening.
better quality
And
reading.
yeah,
right?
and like
Yes.
you said,
Yeah.
there's a 9-second delay, so we could be getting information and trying to wait for validation. It's just a little bit more time.
By the
consuming,
time
I
you
think.
type it
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
we're sitting here waiting like, okay, was that hitting or, we in the right area?
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
it's
then
just different.
the number is scrolling on the bottom of the screen, 860-591-1054. Good morning to Diane, who's now joined us. Lauren, good morning. Aaron, good morning.
Plus, we like to hear people's voices
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hear our listeners. It's awesome.
It's a lot different.
Mhm.
It's a lot
It
different.
is.
It's like cross contamination, in
Yeah.
cooking. It's like somebody pops a question in the room, and that's JoJo that's doing that, but really something's coming over for Frank,
Yeah.
who asked the question right after
Yeah.
you. So yes, the answer, I guess the short answer, Amy, is yes, you can put a question in the group. She goes, I'm at work. So and I understand, and there are
Yeah.
reasons why people. Well,
Yeah.
I think Amy, the best solution for that is quit your job and immediately call in. So that's if we're gonna go ahead and
Well, if she has a specific question, I'll flip the cards. I don't have a problem with
Or
that.
I can see,
Yeah.
depending on what she's looking
Yeah.
for.
Amy, if you have a specific question,
It
I'll
would
wait. No, we really want to help you. The ladies want to help you there, Amy. We just trying to find the best way possible to do so. And the other thing is too is that we could be in mid reading with somebody in the group, and a phone call comes in. Well, the phone calls always do take precedence.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that will happen. So 860. Last week was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were at it all day long.
Yeah.
How
Wow.
was
Yeah.
good?
She's a
yeah.
cranky ass.
Yeah,
today.
she is.
You're
Yeah.
cranky.
I am very tired. I haven't slept in like 2 nights. So I'm exhausted.
Lauren just says, is there a wait time for questions? No, Lauren, we're waiting for calls right now at 860-591-1054.
It says yes. So are you getting woken up at night or what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on with you? What's
I don't
happening?
know. Like it's like just I don't know. I think I'm seriously doing some interesting astral traveling, and the energy that I am like mixing with is like really intense. Like really, really intense.
Kind of like salted caramel. It's weird, but it does taste good.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
you
right.
want more? Yeah, exactly.
See?
So yeah.
Everybody thinks I'm a wingnut, but I do kind of hit them in a weird kind of way. It just hits weird.
And
Mike. It
getting
just
up
hits
and like
weird.
just like walking like I find myself walking around my room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get the straps out.
Right?
So like we said again, you can ask questions in the room, but make sure it's a specific question. I think that's probably the best way
Yeah,
to do it.
best
right?
way, like a one and done thing.
If you just say something like "Hi, read me," I'd be like, all right, your shirt says,
Yeah.
See, in
It's-
this incident, one and done works. Most of the time, one and dones don't work.
Okay.
So
So you're going to let's talk about your vacation since you're not on vacation yet.
no,
Have you guys decided where you want to go?
I think we're gonna go to Virginia, near I think it's Quinby, Virginia. So I guess it's on like the little point or little island part.
Ooh, obviously a hot spot.
Yeah, they I guess they have wild horses down there, which I didn't know. So I'm hoping that my grandkids can join me at some point.
We have a question from Lauren. What can I expect from the transformation period I'm going through right now? That is from Lauren Rivera. Lauren, where are you from? Where are you from, Lauren? We'd love to know. We're taking a survey because we're seeing where everybody's
what
coming
do you
from.
mean transformation? Do you mean knowledge, or have you changed some things in your life, or is there
I get enlightenment.
Lauren's in Florida.
because it shows like you being pulled in like 2 or 3 different directions, or having too many people in the pot, so to speak. But again, universal law, if there's light, then there's dark. So I think you are coming out of something that you've been kind of agonizing over. How do you say that?
Antagonizing?
And no, something that is going on that's been a bad thing in your life. It shows the Judgment card, so I didn't know if it took something of something happening for you to pop out of that cycle. Um, it shows that it's still slow going, so you're kind of still in that mode, but there has been open paths for you to definitely change that. I'm seeing that this situation that you were in or coming out of made you a different person. So maybe that was the wake up call. You finally had enough. Let's see what else we got.
She goes, I feel as if I'm going through a spiritual transformation.
Enlightenment. Yep. That's
Okay.
the first thing that I heard.
Well, the growth, the Ace of Wands came in, which means definitely more growth. So that's a good thing. So that shows more coming, like into a full cycle come early summer. So just continue on your path, and things are going to get better.
Okay. I'm also going to go ahead and she said, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to put it in once again that folks, if you don't want to call, that's fine. But number one, you're probably not going to get as good of a reading. Number two, please ask something specific. Sheila asks, the company I work for is for sale. Will this sale go through? And what will this mean for me? Sheila, where are you from, Sheila? What is that noise?
I'm getting text messages.
Oh, all right.
Let's see.
And good morning, Doreen.
It's been owned for a long time, so I think it's going to be, the right price has to come in. I still see potential growth for the company. I don't think it's going to be a quick thing. But during the time of the sale, you definitely will have to make some decisions. It's usually one of those things where you stay on with the new company or, having to look elsewhere. This doesn't show a rest period, so I think maybe you may be staying on with the company. Probably not for a long period of time, depending on what they're offering and how much changes there will be. You've been with the company for a while too, so it doesn't show where there's like this big chaotic change for you. So I'm assuming that you might stay on with the company. I would just, make sure that they produce what they say, in that manner. It's going to be a lot of chaos within other people's lives because, like you, everybody's worried about what will happen. But you seem to have somewhat of a game plan with this. So I think you'll be okay.
Sheila will be okay just about anyway. I know
Yeah.
Sheila. She'll be okay.
All right. I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah, she'll be okay. She's a very, very strong strong person when it comes to like anything like that.
Cool.
So
Okay.
she's been part of my witches groups. I think we're going on 2 years now, or over 2 years, right, Sheila? I think it's like over 2 years. So
Lori put in there, hi ladies, just wondering what the cards show for me. Nothing specific. Just what do the
that would take too long. If you can have a specific question, maybe on outcomes or that kind of thing, I can help you with.
All right, Tina, how long have you been have you been reading tarot?
Probably about 37 years now. I had it pretty much self-taught. I did take a couple courses on it, but they weren't what I expected them to be or what I was promised. So it was a matter of really reading and going through them and wanting to do it, and just sticking with it and practice.
What do you suggest to somebody that goes out and buys their first tarot deck?
Read.
get to know your cards upside and downside, in and out. That is the main. It's not only learning the cards in their meetings,
Mhm.
but then you're gonna
Visually. wise.
visually
Yeah.
too, but then you're gonna be putting cards with other cards. So you have to learn how to read
Tell the
to
story.
tell the story.
Yep.
All right, we
So-
have somebody on the line. Who's on the line with us on Psychic Tuesday? Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I didn't know that it was my turn yet.
Oh, hello. Who's this?
This is Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Where are you calling from?
I'm right here in Griswold.
Hey,
How you doing?
Griswold. Whatever. All
I'm
right.
doing good. How about you?
Good.
You have a question for the ladies?
Yes. I believe that Lisa knows that I've been apartment hunting.
Yeah.
Things really aren't turning out well for me right now. I'm wondering if I keep the positive attitude that I'm trying to, if things will work out and I'll be able to keep my pet.
She wants to know if she.
Yeah, you can.
If she
Yeah, but
can keep her
she
pet.
Oh.
usually Lisa always kind of stays away from
All right.
the people that she knows as far as the readings
Yes.
are concerned.
And I know Amanda. I just gave
Yeah,
him-
so obviously it's like a leap of faith, and I think we spoke on this.
No, that was Priscilla.
Okay, Priscilla called it last week.
Two totally different people. Same group, but
Yes,
totally
darling.
different people.
Yes. So it's like, with the light, you have to have the doctor's card. Keeps coming up a lot today. It does show you walking away from where you are. Again, there is going to be a point where, something just opens up and you almost as if you have your pick. So I know things don't look very rosy right now, but it is. And I think the thing is, maybe with the finances, it's not that there's not apartments out there. It's just location. And as you said, with your pets, but it does show things opening up for you.
Okay.
And the money should be coming in a little bit more as well. I don't know where that's coming from. I keep getting like friend in my head, or a short loan just to get the rest of what you would need to take care of all that.
Okay.
All right.
Keep the positive out there.
Yes.
Don't let anything negative. Don't get any negative thoughts about you're never gonna find an apartment with your pets and da da da. Don't say that. Just keep the positivity flowing.
By the way, there's this guy that's
Okay.
in the room right. Oh, anything else that we can do for you?
Am I going to have to get rid of one of my pets?
All right. Let me check it out.
By the way, it's Prince T. Whoever this Jag is in the room, he's a troll. Please ignore him or it or whatever he is. Please message me for an accurate reading. Suck it, buddy.
Trolls are everywhere.
Trolls are
I even
terrible.
get them on for our psychic fair.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we bought tickets and we can't make it, so you can inbox me for tickets. I'm like, yeah, nope.
I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah, like all the time.
I would have to say no, and it's going to be where, the landlord might have animals as well, but I think, you're going to have to reassure him that, you're going to take care of, poop in the yard or whatever the deal is. But I got 2 aces and I got a king of swords, which is, there might be a strict contract with the animals.
A potential spam call.
Okay.
Maybe that's the
Okay,
troll.
honey.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank
All right.
you.
Have a good day. Thanks for calling.
Of course. Have a
All
good
Bye,
one.
Amanda.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. That's our first call of the day. It always happens about halfway through the show.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Somebody starts calling. Okay, so let's move right along. And again, I apologize if I don't pronounce the name correctly. It's either Prachi or Praki. I'm not sure. It's Prachi Daswani. is the last name. And the first thing they say is hey. So hey.
Hey, how's it
Hey.
going?
And the question is, do you see my ex communicating with me soon?
All right.
He's not the same one we had last time,
I
right?
don't know. I don't think so.
Hmm. Remember that time? Okay.
Yeah. I do.
Well, I think that you were, your feelings were more involved in the situation. It doesn't look like decisions need to be made. Communication has not been for a while. I think you kind of have false hopes. I don't know, if there's been a phone call or just heard something through the grapevine, but it doesn't look like it's going to come to any kind of, like what you're expecting or wanting. So I'd have to say no on that question. Not at this time.
That's always not good news, especially if you have that
Well, I think
wanting of the
he's-
heart.
Yeah, I think he's more wanting it than the other side of that relationship.
Okay.
Well, it's like I felt bad for that other guy because I couldn't figure out if he was like, is he gonna hear from his girlfriend, right? He said.
Yeah.
And I was like, is she like, because I did the 3A spread and stuff like that. And it said no, but I also got the girl walking away.
Yeah.
And I said, remember I was talking to you about it? It was so hard for me to figure out if she was in spirit or not, because I didn't pick up her energy around Tim,
Yeah.
but her energy was there. So I literally had to ask him that question, right, Mike? If she was on this side, and I guess they had broken up and he's seen her with someone else. And
Yeah.
so
One thing I want to mention too, when people type into the room, and this is something that can get in a little bit of a gray area if we don't understand. If somebody is from another country and they have a name that maybe we're not familiar with,
yeah,
and I can mispronounce American names all day long too.
Me too.
But the other thing is that I don't know if some of the names are male or female.
Yeah.
yes,
And it's not to be offensive or anything like that. It's just, the name is not common here in the United States.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just by
Yeah.
looking at it, I wouldn't know. And I
Yeah.
don't think maybe you guys would. I don't know.
No, because no, because there's so many different things,
I think the
Exactly,
fact that
yeah.
you're willing,
Yeah.
the fact that you're willing to try to pronounce it, even if it's wrong.
Right, but I don't know
They'll-
I don't know if this is a male or it's a female
Yes.
because the name is not common to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to offend
Well, you
anybody.
look at Billy. Billy's a male, but there's females that are named Billy as well.
Right, but it depends on how you spell it. If somebody puts it in there Billie, I'm thinking it's a female.
No, I knew female Billy.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying predominantly.
Yep, I get it.
If you're
I get it.
shooting the odds, if you're rolling the dice,
I get
chances
it.
are. So 860-591-1054. It's that number that's scrolling on the bottom
Right?
there. Well,
They're
what's the matter?
My hands are freezing.
That's menopause, honey.
Hey, freaking menopause.
That shit be shriveling up.
I've been hoping for menopause. Yeah, no, that's like, yeah, nope.
No. I'm going through mental pause.
Yeah.
My mind has been paused for a long time now.
I know why I can't sleep. My phone call that I told you I got. That could be it.
This personal moment brought to you by
Yeah.
it's ASMR radio like we did yesterday. Listen.
Oh, it's just your energy's off today. I almost want to slap you out of your chair. today.
Let's listen right in.
Did you forget my phone call I told you about?
The phone call.
Because that just hit me.
This personal moment brought to you by Crystal
You'll
Visions,
have to remind me.
Main
later.
Street, Jewett City.
I know you probably did, but I'm not in that. My head's like.
Call Lisa at Crystal Visions right now.
For your personal moment.
Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Tina's got something to say. Wait a minute. Let's listen.
I know. It's okay.
It's
It'd be a cool
okay.
reality show.
It would be kind of a cool reality
Yeah.
show, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would definitely be good.
Hi.
Hey,
How's it going?
it's F Bomb Barney. What's going on?
Awesome. We're hanging.
I love his energy.
Yeah. Just slow and coming in.
Yeah,
I
he's
love
like,
it.
yeah.
Love it.
Jim just kind of saunters in. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, girls.
Yep.
Well, you've mentioned they keep asking why don't.
No, move it over to you.
Oh, we can do this now again.
Yeah, yeah, because we're not. Yeah, go for it.
I just said that you said they've been asking where am I, so I had a few minutes this morning as I got through running my errands.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
I love his energy. There's something
Yeah.
about his energy that's like,
It's pure.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel like I got any energy.
Well, not that kind of energy,
And-
but I mean,
He has a lot of paranormal like stuff
yeah.
that he's experienced himself. So
Mhm.
that makes it even more intriguing.
Jim's a little spooky.
I guess you'd have to define what this paranormal is that you're referring to as far as I'm
I don't
concerned.
know.
The
I'm-
lake
I'm para abnormal.
or the ponds that you were telling me about.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Extraterrestrial stuff with him.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Well,
That's just-
you heard it. I mean, it was, yeah. It's just weird.
It's not weird. I don't think it's weird. I think it's weird to people. I think people are afraid of what they don't
Don't know.
understand and
Yeah.
what they don't know.
think
That's what
it's-
makes
I
it
think it's
weird and-
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I like to investigate.
when you find, I really believe when you find people that are lashing out at something, it's like, oh, it's stupid. You know, like, oh,
Yep.
psychics. You know, they're dumb. They don't know what they're doing. I think it's because you're not aware. I think it's going to take that one statement from a psychic to a disbeliever, and they'll all of a sudden go,
Nope, they'll still disbelieve it.
"You think so?"
Yep, because it's
Yeah.
fear.
It is fear.
Anything that's fear based, it's hard to break through that fear.
Question: Aliens at the pond.
Aliens at the ponds.
Tell the story.
That's-
Stephanie has put it in the group. Tell the story.
That was my story.
Oh, that was
Yeah, yeah.
yours.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
tell the story, Jim.
Well, my family has had land in Vermont since the early 1800s. They've been here since the early 1600s. And my uncle was living up there, and there's a little pond on one piece of the property. And one winter, something came down out of the sky, landed in that pond. And the area in the pond where it landed did not freeze over again the rest of that winter. That was the observations. So you can speculate on anything you want. I mean, one of the things I thought was that maybe it was a piece of something that was radioactive
Yeah.
that was laying in the bottom of the pond at that particular point.
That's possible.
Or did it like completely like change the, what do you call it? The
genetic makeup. Of
yeah,
the
the genetic makeup of the pond
the-
from
or the
it landing.
properties of the-
Exactly.
yeah.
Like, did it change the
Physical
chemical
properties,
makeup
yeah.
and everything else?
Well, usually, the airplanes let go of their bathroom stuff in the air.
Yeah, but,
They don't do that anymore, Tina.
but that would not melt the ice that was already on the
On
pond.
ponds.
Okay.
I remember when I was a kid, it was either in 73 or 75, there was UFOs that went up the Thames River, and right behind them were 3 fighter jets. It's in the Norwich Bulletin archives too. You can look it up.
back when they were a paper.
Yep.
Hmm,
It was in 1973 or 1975. I'm not 100% sure. And I seen them drop off 2 things up near the state hospital. And I remember it as clear as yesterday.
I want to do something that we've never done before.
Okay.
And I don't even know if anybody will do this, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to put a link. And what it is if anybody is listening, and this could be anybody from around the world, if they have a camera and they want to join us for a question, they can do that live on the air right now.
That'd be cool.
So let's see what happens here. So boom, there is the link. I just put it in there.
Well, I'm going to need that link for next week because
No, well, it'll be a different link.
definitely
it'll be a
won't
different link,
here
but-
next week.
There's a link right there. Go ahead, and if you actually want to ask, and if you have your phones, you'll be able to. If somebody, you'll be able to see.
Yep.
Join us, and you can ask the question live. So now, if you are overseas, you're not in the United States, and you can't call,
Yeah,
you can now go ahead and try this.
that's
But
cool.
I wanted to see if it would work.
If it works.
Yeah. I wanted to see if it would work. So
Have you ever had any other experience with extraterrestrials other than that story?
Not that I can recall, but who knows? Who knows for any one of us?
Right?
I've never
That's
had
true.
anything with extraterrestrials myself.
I
But,
see them all the time up on Econ Kill.
oh, really?
Yeah, Belly Pond is like a creepy place too. I'm not gonna lie.
My girlfriend Melissa, very much all
Yeah.
the time, has things with the
Yeah.
UFOs and that kind of stuff. She swears up and down. She was on 165 one day, and there was one that was just. Meow. And then
I
all of a
seen
sudden
one
gone.
on Black Hill. And it was quite big and large, and it was like right above the, I think I actually took a picture of it and I put it on my Facebook because it couldn't have been an airplane. It made no sound, like no sound
Mhm.
at all.
So I did
So-
put the link in there. All it is, you copy and paste into a browser, and then we can put you up here on the screen here on SNSN. Personally, I don't think anybody will do it
Probably not.
because if they don't call, they sure as hell don't want to be seen.
I could have my
You know.
call Christy out, see if she's still on. Call her
Yeah.
out. She might do it.
And the other thing is too is you actually could turn your camera off too. So if you can't call, this is another way to communicate.
Oh, so that you
Yeah,
just voice comes through and not
exactly.
camera.
So
I get
we're-
it.
Like a Zoom meeting where you don't have the video on.
Yeah.
exactly.
Just put a
Exactly.
piece of tape over your camera and
No, actually, in this system right here, you just don't turn the camera
Yeah,
on.
you just
Okay.
turn your camera. Modern technology these days.
Now, this comment would be more appropriate for Thursday morning, but
Oh, before you say that,
mhm.
I don't know if Joe's coming back.
Really?
I don't know. I do not know.
Well,
Did
that's a
he go
dis-
back to his
I'd
own
like
time?
him to. I don't know. I don't know anything right now.
Hmm.
I hope he's okay. That's all I can say. But I don't know. I cannot promise that I can, deliver or say that Joe will be with us Thursday.
I was gonna say years ago, when I say years ago, probably close to 60 years ago, I read a book called Chariot of the Gods that was written by Eric von Däniken. And some of the stuff that was in there was down in South America. There apparently were a lot of, I'll call them monuments. I don't know if that's the correct term, scattered at various places. And for years, they tried to figure out what the significance of those locations were. And finally, somebody took a look at it from the point of view of using spherical geometry, and it made perfect sense. It was for interstellar travel.
I believe that. I believe it can happen.
It laid
Yep.
it laid out perfectly geometrically if you looked at it from a spherical geometry point of view.
I believe it can happen. They got Back to the Future from somewhere. They always say that they get their movies from things that actually happen. So
There's a movie called Interstellar,
yeah,
which is about that same kind of stuff.
Oh, I definitely believe we have
parallel
Parallel,
universe.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
you know.
Yeah,
We're not
I'm
the only
I'm,
ones
I'm
here.
involved in that 100%. I think there's an infinite. I have a theory, which is way out there, but it just when you have a theory and it just feels right to you,
Yeah.
and no matter what anybody says, it still feels right, even though if you're certifiably nuts, like I think I am if I say this, but my feeling is that there are an infinite amount of parallel universes. And 2, I don't think time is linear. I think time happens. But I don't think it's linear. I think we all experience it at the same time. That's 2. And I think when you leave this consciousness here, you actually float into another one of your consciousnesses. Does that make any sense at all?
It does.
So, for example, in this universe or this timeline that we're in, we're sitting here all together.
Mhm.
Okay, along of course with Jim. We could be in another universe. It could be Jim sitting here, and I'm sitting over where Jim is. You know, there's an infinite amount of possibilities. Okay, or let's say that dear our neighbor, your neighbor, passes away, but in another universe, they're still there, and it's really you that passed away. Does that make
Now,
any sense to you at all?
Yeah.
Now, can you relate this to reincarnation, what you're just talking about?
I think
You could. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to Eric von Däniken.
I don't. Well, I'm not done.
Mhm.
I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
But let's just go right back to Aaron von Däniken.
He sounds like a witch hunter, like a vampire hunter.
I don't think
Yeah.
you truly die.
Oh, I don't
So that's
think
my theory. There.
I don't think
Who-
your
who you
spirit
s-
or your soul dies by no means. I
No,
think
I
the
think-
physical body is gone and it like goes, it can become whatever else it wants.
Time is
So-
space. Space is time.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're traveling in space, you're traveling in time. Anyway, go ahead. About Eric von Däniken.
Well, the author postulates that ancient societies had help in their development by aliens. There are many things in ancient history that can't be properly explained by mainstream archaeology.
Mm.
And
I
the
agree
book
with that.
and the book shines light on a few of these.
You talking about like the seven wonders of the world and stuff?
Well,
or-
or the building of the pyramids.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the classic
yeah.
one that always comes up is, I mean, how did they do that? I mean, I can postulate on how they could have done it, but I don't know how many thousands or millions of man hours it would have taken it. I mean, how do
Exactly. And they went up like they're estimating they all went up like in a short period of time. Like it wasn't like a long period of time, which it would have taken if it was done man-made.
And what is it? The Great Pyramid of Giza is like equidistant between it's geometrically perfect.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like the difference or the distance between the north and the south equator
It's
it's
like that.
it's exactly halfway.
And
I mean, to the inch.
how do they get it like that? They didn't have tools
all
and measurements
geometry.
and like lasers or anything like that to make all
Right,
this happen.
Well, we don't know that
Well,
because we're talking about an alien body who may have been.
No, but we're talking
centuries-
about like humans.
Oh,
humans
They
didn't
didn't-
have
oh.
it back then.
Yeah. Okay.
So like without the help from others, it would have never happened.
Yep.
And scientists try to disprove everything. I don't believe they try to
That's their
prove
job.
anything.
That's their job.
I thought their job was to prove things, not disprove.
Well, their job
Both.
is to
It's
look
both.
at the facts and analyze them and come up with reasonable conclusions. Then, I mean, a real true scientist that's honest should not go in with a set of values that he's trying to necessarily prove absolutely are correct. He needs to look at both sides of that because maybe the data, if he's got an open mind or she's got an open mind, will prove the exact opposite.
I agree with that.
If anybody has any questions, we still have a few more minutes left at 860-591-1054. And I also put the link in that if you want to join us on video and talk face to face to the ladies by asking them a question. Like I said, I knew that probably nobody would take advantage of that.
Well, that's on them.
But I wanted to make it
Okay.
available in case. You know?
Yeah, it is a good idea.
All you got to do is click it, set it, and forget it.
I can go in the other room and call and see if it works if you want me to.
Do it. Do it. It'll be
All
fun.
right, hold on. All right.
So well, it'll work. I know it'll work. I just want to see, I just want to show people that, how it would work.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens because I'll see her pop up. You'll see her pop up down here. Yeah, copy link and then put it in a browser, like Chrome or something or whatever you use,
DuckDuckGo.
or DuckDuckGo. You could use that one.
Been using that for a long time.
Yeah, you were saying. Is it extra secure? or-
Supposedly, it has better security than a lot of them.
Not yet. You have to click enter broadcast studio and all that.
Says my mic's working. Oh, please enter your name.
Yeah. Just put
Put T.
there you are. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. You got to go that way. All right. So I'm going to add her to. There she is. See.
Yeah.
See, now Lisa is now part of the stream. And this is what you could do, folks. Say, hey, Lisa, what's up?
Hey.
So this is what you can do. You simply click the stream and you can go ahead and be a part of the broadcast.
You gotta follow the directions, copy the link, everything.
Was it hard?
No, just gotta follow the directions.
The closer I'm going to dump you out because the closer you get, the more echo. There she's gone.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Just gotta follow.
Kinda
all
cool,
the
huh?
Directions. Just copy and paste and enter your name.
Kind of cool. So you can be a part of the broadcast. If you have any questions that you want to go ahead and ask, you can do it via video. You can call us at 860-591-1054, or you can type it in the group. However, you're always going to have a better reading or a better possibility.
Yeah,
There's
it's like,
somebody in the group that I do want to say hello to. Simply address her as baby mama.
very good.
Baby mama.
My son's mother. She just Melinda.
Yeah.
She joined the group.
Awesome. Maybe she was trying to
Melinda would have questions, and I'm surprised she hasn't asked anything.
Yeah.
Melinda, click the link. You can be part of the broadcast. Then you could ask these ladies if you have any questions.
I love how he just like calls people out by name.
Mhm.
Well, Melinda Slavens Irwin. It's my son's mama.
Awesome. And how old is your son now?
40.
Wow.
Who, Nicholas? It's gonna be 24 this year.
Wow. Yeah, my
Yeah.
son just turned 30.
My oldest daughter's gonna be 30 this year.
Wow.
Do I sound like
Please.
somebody? Shut up? Do I sound like I'm talking on PBS this morning?
You people are all youngsters.
Yeah.
Come on, Melinda, give it a
Let's-
shot.
Let's see who Jim thinks is going to be the third celebrity to go.
That's right. We're taking the Deadpool. First was Prince Philip.
Uh-huh.
Then it was rapper DMX.
Yeah.
Who's the third celebrity that's going to go? Things come in threes.
I don't know who it's going to go, but I could name a number that would be.
Or what age group do you get that?
See, they think it's going to be somebody in the 35 to 45,
I say 45-ish.
and Tina said 35-ish.
I don't think it's going to be someone of old age.
Well, there aren't an awful lot of celebrities of an old age left, so the odds would favor someone younger.
He's calling Bob Barker.
Bob Barker's 97 years old. There's got to be a point.
But I said he's got
Seriously, he's 97
Yeah.
years old.
I
seriously.
said he's got Queen Elizabeth blood in him because that woman's never aged since I was a kid.
Then there's Ed Asner, who I think is about the same age.
I remember him with Mary Tyler Moore.
Lou Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend by the name of Lou Grant.
Do you really?
Really, yeah.
LOU or LEW?
I think it's LEW.
Okay.
Not positive.
So those are the
He's a
two.
Mainer.
Those are the two I got my money right as far as the Deadpool is concerned.
Bob and Ed, huh?
Huh?
Bob and Ed, huh?
Bob Barker and Ed Asner.
And
A shout out to both.
I don't get either one.
And we cannot mention Betty White
Oh, yeah.
'cause
How old is she anyway? She still looks amazing. But
she's either 99 or 100.
yeah, but she doesn't.
I don't
look
know
it.
if she's made 100, but
Wow.
She doesn't look it at all.
no.
And I
Yeah,
love-
no. Yeah, she does now.
But-
I've seen pictures of her. She looks 100 or damn well near it.
Oh, how old is Queen
Sorry.
Elizabeth? How old is she?
Who cares?
I hate to say, but how old?
I'm-
She's
I am
got to be
not-
up there too, right?
I'm not. I've never been enthralled with any kind of royal ever. could care less about them.
Well, that's the way I feel about most of the Hollywood scene too.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
don't.
If it ceased to exist, it wouldn't faze me at all.
Mm-mm.
I mean, there are some really good people from Hollywood that have done a lot of good things, but certainly the current breed is not in the same class as previous
No, not
breeds.
at all. Well, they don't make movies like they used to anyway.
Betty White is 99.
Wow.
She'll be 100 on January 17th.
I'm going to make a guess that Queen Elizabeth is probably in her mid-90s.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if she was the next one. Because Prince Philip is gone, and sometimes, when
Yeah,
one of them leaves, the other one's
But
not too far behind.
You have to remember that you got to have a close relationship with that person in order to get that broken heart thing. And that's the one thing that woman does not have.
She's cold as ice, huh?
She is like, yeah. And I think that's how she got to live as long as she has. I hate to say it.
Good morning, Prince Philip.
are you suggesting
Stay
that?
here for a while.
Are you suggesting that neither the Lord or the devil wants her, and that's why she's still here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sheila says Queen Elizabeth is 94.
Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to say 95. Yeah.
But she's
Some strawberries and cream.
has she ever aged since you can remember? Doesn't she look the same? Like she's looked the same to me for like years, and maybe she's an alien.
I don't know. Well, but royalty, you get the best foods, you get exercise, you get, you know what I mean? It's not like you're out in the fields picking
But you're still
rocks and-
dying.
I have no interest in the world. None. Matter of fact, and Melinda, I know you will know this, is that when Nicholas was born, Nicholas was just a few hours old, and we're watching TV, and boom, Princess Diana's dead.
Yep.
Same day.
Yeah. I mean, I think she was my favorite.
Because she was down to earth. She told you
Yeah.
how it was.
Yeah,
And they didn't like that.
No.
So
I-
she turned up dead.
I like
Weird.
Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was a cool lady.
Yep.
And that's why she turned up dead.
Yeah, because she wasn't afraid to like speak her minds.
It's ASMR radio. I'm getting in this thing now. Do you know what ASMR is?
No.
It's just when you talk like this. You make these little satisfying noises, like
Are you speaking very softly
What's
so
in
we can
that
hear
coffee, man?
the bells
that
ringing
coffee?
in the background?
I think so. All right, the bells of the borough are.
I'm like wondering what the hell he's doing. I'm like, he's lost it.
Oh, I didn't lose it. At least I had it surgically removed. So
Both or just one?
both. All right, the bells of the borough are sounding off in the background. That means we are out of here. It's after 10 o'clock. Ladies, thanks again. Not a lot of participation this week, but that's okay.
That's okay.
It goes up and down, but last week was phenomenal.
Yeah.
We had people from all over the globe.
It's crazy. It was awesome.
Today we had Griswold, we had Florida. We had some others. Had a gentleman from India. So
Yeah.
anyway, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You'll be joining us virtually, correct?
Yes.
Tina, will you be here?
Yes.
You'll be here. Okay.
Yep.
You know what? I ain't even gonna put her in. Just be you and me.
No, that's okay. I'll remember that next
Now,
time.
come on. All right. The one and only Phil Michelle will be in from 12 to 1 with live from the Griswold Youth Center, and Angela from 2 to 6 right here on SNSN Internet Radio. Have yourself a good day, everyone.
The flagship for Griswold High School sports and your home for local news and weather, broadcasting from Main Street in the borough of Jewett City. The streaming news and sports network, SNSN.
Here's a look at your local news headlines on SN.